We've taken a small detour off the Bridle Track near Bathurst in New South Wales to have a play on a trail right on the Macquarie River.
Well, Wes, that was embarrassingly easy, mate.
But around the next bend is an ominous-looking mud pit.
This looks a little bit more mushy. This looks... Oh shit! Didn't make it. Oh, it's crawling.
Oh, stop it.
Go.
Oh no.
Oh, that smells good. I'm surprised it got that far. It's touch and go whether we go forwards or backwards, but I think it's almost like further to go backwards than forwards, isn't it?
My Ford Ranger is well and truly stuck in a very stinky bog. But Wes is here to winch me free.
Winches are really simple. Wes has just flicked that winch into free spool mode. That deactivates the gears inside that winch and it allows him to pull it out nice and easy. If that free spool wasn't activated, then he'd be pulling against a lot more resistance.
So, as carefully as I can to avoid falling in, I attach the soft shackle, then the synthetic winch rope, and finally a cable dampener for safety.
So we've got Pat all hooked up. I've got the winch set. I'm going to start the car of the Everest simply because a winch will draw upwards of about 400, 500 amps. So by starting the car, we increase the voltage, which will drop the amps a touch, but more importantly, it's not going to drain our start battery while we're doing it. So Everest is running, I'm in park, ready to roll. Yeah, Pat ready to start winching, mate?
Slow and steady. The tow is going smoothly until...
I do need a hand. I slipped into the wrong hole.
What you doing all the way over there, mate?
We've got plenty of winch power. That, combined with unlimited determination, gets me free.
I thought I would never get out of that.
Just about everything got coated in mud. Now it's really important to give the gear a good wash. A bit further on, there's a right turn to Root Hog Fire Trail, which kicks off with a half-metre deep horseshoe-shaped river crossing.
You get a lot of advice when it comes to water crossings, and one of those gems of advice is to have a bow wave at the front of your four-wheel drive to keep all that water out of the electrics. But to do that, you do need to get up to a certain amount of pace. And on this crossing, that is not a smart idea because underneath are nice big rocks and boulders that are throwing the car around. If I go too fast, I could hit one of those boulders at the wrong angle and I could smash my steering, my sump, my differential pumpkin, cause all sorts of damage. So pretend this is like rock driving and just idle your way through to your heart's content and soak up the scenery.
This tip was brought to you by the Ford Ranger. Wes also takes it nice and easy across the river, which leads us both to our next challenge.
Right at the base of Root Hog Fire Trail, there is a little alternate track. I'm just going to punch in my rear locker. I don't need to do this track. This is a want thing. This is 8-year-old Pat wanting to climb mountains. I thought I might grow up one day, but no. I still get an absolute buzz out of every one of these tracks I play on. Oh, popping the wheels. And the back end comes around. Oh gee, that's fun.
You can see the traction control working on the Ford Everest. As one wheel loses traction and pops in the air, the brakes are applied to the spinning wheel, sending power to the wheel with traction.
There you go. And what was that? I needed that. That popped the front left straight away.
Yeah.
Straight up.
That was trying to take the easy line. That's so fun, isn't it?
That's a good bit of track.
It's like giggle, loose traction. Oh, that's cool.
This is why we do it.
It's great to see these rigs do what they were made to do, and even better to see them coated in war paint. Fingers crossed the Bridle Track will fully reopen soon, but we've done as much as we can for now. So it's back across the Macquarie River and onwards towards the historic town of Hill End. The village is as close to a time capsule as you'll find. Old wire and timber fences, rusted corrugated iron, convict brick buildings, big verandas. Hill End is a site of national cultural significance.
Back in its heyday, Hill End housed 10,000 people. Big numbers indeed, but that didn't account for the entire region, which housed 30,000 people, many with their heads down a gold mine looking for the big find. But those are just a whole bunch of zeros. Us Aussies, we like to know how many pubs were in town. That's the real gauge of numbers. And here, well, they didn't stuff around. They had 28 just in Hill End alone. Now, well, there's just one, and that's the Royal.
Built in 1872, the Royal's walls are filled with memories of the boom times. Today, business is steady, and they serve an ice-cold beer for thirsty drivers at the end of a dusty trek. Which is probably why Justin Cleggy Cleghorn wanted to meet us here. Cleggy will be our expert guide to prospecting in the goldfields tomorrow morning. Next, 6 top tips for striking it lucky. We head out to a track the locals are raving about.
This is a proper adventure.
Not everything goes to plan.
Uh-oh, this does not look good.
Yeah, that's not ideal. What's that all about?
Most things do.
This is why you buy a four-wheel drive, folks.
And later, are our Fords up to their biggest test yet?
You're kidding! No!
And make sure you check out the Mr. 4x4 app at mr4x4.com.au.